as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert, and he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll roll him out right, and he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Lance and company going on 4th down. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker.
No, not on the one, cuz. Not on the one.
Of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20.
Let's keep it.
And they were backed
Keep
up
it
to
going,
start
boy.
the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Now a 1st down throw complete downfield. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for Green Bay. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now Jones, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. after the touchdown. Here's Crosby to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. And his throw is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them. And
they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Out to his left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. But you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Rodgers on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. He'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. On play action, Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A big play there just before halftime. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Lance now on first down. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake. Lance sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Again, it's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
They run once more with Dillon. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Down to about the 22 here. 2nd down and 3. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On first down, it's Jones. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 57 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Rodgers going to throw. Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now Rodgers. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Robert Tonyan from 6 yards away. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Mostert. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, Lance. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the 49ers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Rodgers on the return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd down now, it's Jones, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 72 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On play action, it's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. On the counter, here's Jones. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Rodgers to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th, now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The give is to Jones. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And the 49er hands team does its job. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the